Did Tom Brady instill any more confidence in Patriot fans and the offense heading into the playoffs? Mike Petraglia here inside Paul Brown Stadium along colleague Evan Lazar. All right, the numbers weren't great. 15 for 28, 128 yards. The 2 touchdown passes, and I thought Tom Brady's best pass of the day to N'Keal Harry. Brady steps up in the pocket, got pretty good protection, I think, on this particular play, and threw a touchdown to N'Keal Harry in the back of the end zone, made it 20-10 at the time. It was a very important pass for Tom Brady, but not a lot of stats on this day.
No, 4.4 yards per attempt. The Patriots average 6.5 on the ground, so 2 more yards per carry than yards per attempt, which is backwards, especially in today's NFL. But I think the biggest thing with Brady here today, right off the bat, very first pass of the game, he has Mohamed Sanu crossing over the middle of the field, wide open, sails the ball high. It was very first pass. And I looked at him, and it kind of seemed like he grimaced a little bit, kind of shook out the elbow a little bit. I think that elbow injury, Mike Giardi has reported it multiple times. This is real. This is a real issue right now with Tom Brady in the elbow. And I think that it's really giving him a hard time right now. And I don't think that his accuracy today, I think that today in Philadelphia were his 2 worst accuracy games, just strictly ball placement. And today was right up there with Philadelphia, I would say, especially in the first half.
After the game, he said, as long as we win, that's all that matters. But again, it was like Philadelphia, very short post-game press conference. It was only about 3 minutes long. And Ben Volen of the Boston Globe asked Tom after the game if he was concerned about the lack of real production in the passing game when it came to yards and the number of attempts and whatnot. And he said, in what sense? And then Tom went on to say, well, we won the game, and that's really all that matters.
Right, and at the end of the day, the 2 red zone, one of them was in the red zone. I think the James White touchdown was on the fringe red zone, is the
23 yard, I
something
believe it
like
was.
that. Basically the red zone, right? At the end of the day, if the Patriots offense can punch in their red zone opportunities and go a little bit better from inside the 20 than they have been this year, or we can extend it to the 25 or the 30 even, there's a huge difference statistically, even if it's not showing up in Tom Brady's statistics, and just points per game and total output for this offense. You can raise it by 3.5 points per game just by going from 40% in the red zone to 60% in the red zone. It doesn't seem like a lot. It's 1 or 2 more conversions a game. And I think today what we saw is N'Keal Harry is going to give them somebody else that can really win in the red zone. That play that he had today is not a play that a quarterback and receiver make if they're not on the same page or have some sort of chemistry brewing. A broken scramble drill type play where Harry breaks off his route and finds Brady, comes back to the quarterback, and Brady hits him coming back over across the middle. That's a play that shows a little bit of chemistry between those 2.
Yes, Patriots press pass inside Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-belt grooming. Go to manscaped.com and use that promo code GARDEN for 20% off and free shipping. Again, go to manscaped.com and use the promo code GARDEN for 20% off and free shipping. Look, what every Patriot fan is wondering is this Tom Brady going to be good enough come playoff time?
If this Tom Brady is paired with this defense, and this defense is playing as good as it has been all year and in what it's capable of doing, then I think that they can win games with Brady, and I hate using this term, essentially managing the game, right? Not turning the ball over. We talked about it on the way down to the locker room tracks. Why did the Bengals lose today? 5 turnovers to 0. You're not going to win any NFL games losing the turnover differential by 5-0. So the Patriots can protect the football, run it successfully like they did today, and lean on that defense. They can win games like this as long as Tom Brady is good in the big moments. Late in games, red zone, punching the ball into the end zone, and closing games in the fourth quarter. It's not the sexiest formula.
No.
It's not 07. It's not 2011. It's not some of those high-flying offenses that we've seen when Brady's been here, but it will win them football games.
The biggest concern for me is early in this game, we saw Tom Brady missing throws that he doesn't normally miss. You know, there was a throw on 4th down where he throws it pretty hard over a crossing pattern to Mohamed Sanu. Maybe Mohamed Sanu could have had the ball, maybe not. And then there was another streak pattern right actually behind us in the end zone where Mohamed Sanu was wide open.
Yeah, he was.
And Tom Brady in the past makes that throw in his sleep. And yes, he had to throw it over a safety and coverage, but still Sanu was open.
Yeah, that's a gimme. And the one really at the beginning of the game I mentioned right away, wide open receiver. The Sanu pass, it was a touch pass. You got to loft it over the safety and have enough time to have the ball drop down into Sanu before he runs out of bounds. But that's one that Brady should make. That's a very much an NFL open type throw, right? That an NFL quarterback should be able to make with good accuracy. That should have been a touchdown. There are a few other throws that were just off for Brady here today. You mentioned the crosser on 4th down, another one of those where that's just a missile over the head of Sanu and it goes right through his hands, but that's a tough catch. It's a difficult one to grab. So it's a catchable pass, I would say, but still a difficult one to come down with. Like I said, ball placement today, it hasn't been a concern for me all season long. I really think that Brady's ball placement, and the metrics bear this out, has been pretty solid for most of the year, but today it was an issue.
All right, what do you think of Tom Brady's performance here on Sunday? And more to the point, will it be good enough come playoff time? We want to hear your reactions and your opinions in the comments section below. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel here at CLNSmedia.com on the YouTube page. Also follow us on Twitter at Patriots CLNS. Inside Paul Brown Stadium, following a Patriots 34-13 win, I'm Mike Petraglia alongside Evan Lazar, CLNS Media.